Today, we're not talking about hooks. We're talking about retention. Because if you can't hold the viewer after the first 30 seconds, the most epic hook in the world is useless. In this video, I'm going to walk through my 5 favorite retention tactics that work with the 2025 algorithm. After watching this, you'll understand why most channels make a mistake that costs them millions of views. By the way, I'm your guide to YouTube growth, and I think about this stuff all the time. My goal here is to give you the proven strategies for your real YouTube success. Alright, let's dive deep. The number 1 tactic is what I call the expectation lever. Most creators write scripts with N and then ... double quotes structure. For example, A happened, and then B happened, and then C happened. That is boring. The key is to replace and then with but, or therefore consequently. Conflicts create open loops in the brain. Contexts help close those loops. The secret to retention is this constant dance between opening and closing the viewer's curiosity. Here's how to implement it. After every main statement in your script, ask yourself, what is the complication but, or what is the consequence therefore? Use this framework constantly. This simple word swap turns a linear, boring story into an emotional roller coaster. The common trap: talking for too long about the context before introducing the conflict. Keep the dance moving. The second tactic is unpredictable rhythm. Have you ever noticed that when sentences are all the same length, the viewer gets bored? The brain craves variety. Use short, punchy sentences. Use medium-length sentences to elaborate on a point. And sometimes use a long, elaborate sentence that builds with the force of a crescendo to emphasize something truly important. This mix of short, medium, and long sentences creates music for the ear. Tactically, when you look at your final script document, if all the sentences end at roughly the same point, you don't have enough to verse. Your script should look like a jagged edge, not a straight line. If you're using an AI narrator, you can manually insert brief pauses using commas or ellipses within those longer sentences to control the tempo and create a more human, engaging flow. The common trap: believing that writing fast means reading fast. You need contrast. Tactic number 3 is visual pacing. Remember, eyes perceive faster than ears hear. If the only thing the viewer sees is you talking, even with captions, retention plummets. You need to complement every line with an image or clip that confirms what you are saying. The audio tells the story. The visual shows the story. This is why you are seeing a different visual every 2 seconds right now. The pacing rule: try to change the visual element, whether it's a new graphic, a changing by roll, or a zoom in every 3 to 4 seconds. This constant visual refresh is what holds attention in the short-form era. Even when using stock footage, make sure the visuals are high quality and directly support the narrative. The common trap: using one static background image for too long. Your editor must be constantly active. Tactic 4 is breaking the fourth wall with direct questions. Your tone should be conversational, as if you're talking to a friend. But to retain attention, you need to pull the viewer into the room. The goal: the question must be relevant to the viewer's pain point or goal. For example, which of these mistakes did you make in your last video? This simple question forces the viewer to step out of their mind and ask themselves, what was the mistake? I need to find out. How to use it? Insert these questions right after you finish explaining a major tactic, or before you drop a big revelation. This makes the viewer feel like they are part of a dialogue, not just a passive consumer of content. The common trap: asking a question that is too vague or easy to answer no to. Keep the questions focused on action and self-reflection. And the final tactic is the inverted script. Most creators start in the middle, write what they want to say, and hope it works. You need to know your last dab, the final point of the video, and work backward. What do you want the viewer to do or think once the video ends? The therefore ending. Your last line should serve as a therefore moment for the entire video. For example, therefore, by mastering these 5 tactics, you now have the power to 10x your retention. This final line closes the loop of the video and sets up their next view. The common trap: letting the video simply fade out or end with a weak "Thanks for watching." The ending must be as strong as the hook. In summary, use the expectation lever, create an unpredictable rhythm, master visual pacing, break the flow with questions, and start with the inverted script. Tell me in the comments, which of these tactics will you implement first in your next video? Let's talk. And I'll see you in the next one.